Hey, Steve Magnante here at High Octane Classics in Auburn, Massachusetts with something very special. This is one of 2,933 1970 Olds 442 convertibles. It has been slightly modified, bit of a pro touring vibe, so it's a nice mixture of rarity, factory muscle, and modern convenience and performance. Gotta love the W25 fiberglass hood, which is not a reproduction. And I say that because it does have the correct fiberglass skin with the openings here, but with a steel under frame, which makes it a GM item. Very, very cool. Under the hood, of course, a big Olds 455, but as they say, but wait, there's more. It's actually a 496 cubic inch big block Oldsmobile with 650 foot-pounds of torque, which is good. It does have the cast iron exhaust manifolds, but that's okay. These are 5,000 RPM and below engines that make tons of torque, so the manifolds are just fine. Speaking of manifolds, the intake is an Edelbrock Performer RPM air gap, topped off with a fast EFI system. Looks like a carburetor, but it has all the convenience of EFI. Here's the controller and fuel pressure regulator, all the good stuff there. And the cylinder heads on this one are not cast iron. These are Edelbrock Performer RPM items. Again, they do the job of stock, but flow more and way less. So it's a nice touch. 496 cubic inches of old rocket V8. It does have a massive radiator. It's a B-Cool aluminum crossflow with twin electric cooling fans, so there's no mechanical fan to draw horsepower. Not that that's a big issue. Again, there's plenty of horsepower to go around, but it's nice to see twin electric fans to keep this monster nice and cool in hot days. Air conditioning, speaking of cool, right there, B-Cool. Vintage air system, I should say. Power disc brakes, Willwoods up front, and of course discs in the back, far better than the factory stuff that would have been equipped on these cars when they were original. The wheels are 18-inch American Racings. They're billet aluminum, and you can see those massive Willwood discs behind. Beautiful stuff, nice steel body. And again, this is one of under 3,000 real 442 convertibles built in 1970. And we know it's really a 442 because the VIN has a 344 prefix telling us that it's nothing less than a 442. It's a mouthful, but trust me, it's a real one. Inside, very cool, 5-speed manual transmission. This would have been a 4-speed from the factory, but that 5-speed gives us a nice overdrive cruising gear up on the open road. High-tech stereo system on this, got navigation, LED instruments. The rear seat has been deleted, but that's okay. It makes room for a 4-point roll cage or roll bar, which is a nice safety item. And of course at the drag strip, a good thing to see because open top cars need to have a roll bar if you want to go down the track, and you got it. Power top with a healthy motor. We saw the top go up and down. It works very well. Disc brakes in the rear, again, seen through the American Racing 18-inch wheels. This does have a 12-bolt Chevelle or Chevrolet style rear axle, which is fine. It has an 8.5-inch ring gear, which will hang in there just fine behind the 650 foot-pounds of torque cranked out by that 494 cubic inch old rocket V8. Okay, inside the trunk, what have we got? Oh, wrong key, Steve. Let's use the right key. And yeah, I love the blacked out sort of day 2 Resto Mod vibration with the trunk. Okay, we're gonna play magical keys here. We got a 1 in 4 shot. I'm using the right round key, which is the one to use. Okay, I feel like Monty Hall on Let's Make a Deal. And inside the trunk. Now this one does not have a, here we go, a spoiler on the back, which is kind of okay. So many of these cars do have the W30 style spoiler, but not here, and that's okay with me. It's kind of less is more. Inside the trunk is very nice. Here's one of the big speakers here. A spare tire. These goodies here, of course, are in here temporarily. They can be easily removed, but nice solid floor here. The Zolatone is correct. And yeah, really, really crisp. And again, under 3,000. Olds 442 convertibles were built in 1970, and we're looking at one of them right here. I like the underside of the deck lid with the caution. This car is equipped with anti-spin differential and just a nice combination of original and hot rod goodies. So it's a nice resto mod. So that's the story of this 1970 Olds 442 convertible. You can learn more about this car on the High Octane Classics website. And keep in mind, High Octane Classics does finance with as little as 10% down. They'll even deliver the car to your door. And they do take trades, late models, classics, you name it, they'll consider it. So again, check this car out on the High Octane Classics website.